Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my lambs. He saith unto him again, the second time.
He kept asking.
Yep.
Yeah, you ain't gonna feed the lambs with no poison, because if you feed those lambs with poison, they gonna die. You know, which shows ultimately that you don't love Yahushua. You know, because if you love Yahushua, you will feed his lambs with that which is good, man. You know, you'll lead them to good pasture. But when you bringing in all of those other doctrines, all of those heresies, lies, blasphemies, you're leading them to bad pasture, man.
Other books, you bringing in there's some shit the Amalekites made up about Lilith.
Oh, Lilith. Yeah, Lilith.
Adam was Eve's sister or some shit.
No, Eve. It was
Adam's other wife.
Adam's other wife. You know what that got to do with the truth, man? You know,
the Talmud.
You gotta stick to this right here.
Hey, can one of you brothers grab the law where it says set not a stumbling block before you got more?
Yeah, just kind of verse 16 still. He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep. He said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved, because he said unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua saith unto him, Feed my sheep.
Okay, kind. That's good. Grab Luke 12 and 42. You know, if you love the Lord, you're gonna feed his sheep, and you're gonna feed his sheep with good things. But let me grab this real fast. This is Matthew's 8:18 and 7. It says, Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come, but woe to that man by whom the offense cometh. You know, and in the book of Luke, it says, Woe to that man through whom the offense cometh. You know, when you're bringing in things that are lies, when you're bringing in things that are contrary to the truth, you're causing an offense, man. You're causing an offense. First of all, you're offending the little ones. You're offending, you know, you're offending the ones that are of the elect, man. And secondly, you're setting a stumbling block before people. I'm gonna just grab that word offense. That word offense is scandalon. Scandalon. And it reads the movable stick or trigger of a trap, a trap stick, a trap snare, any impediment. You know, like let's say for instance you're sitting in traffic, or you're on the sidewalk, which a centurion tried to tell us that we were impeding traffic because we were standing out here prophesying, you know. But basically, what you're doing when you're bringing in those doctrines and those heresies, you're setting an impediment before people, you know. Any impediment placed in the way and causing one to stumble or fall, a stumbling block, occasion of stumbling. An example, a rock, which is a cause of stumbling. You know, so you're setting when you bring in things that are false and you start teaching people out of the book of Enoch, you start teaching them out of the book of Jubilee, the book of Jasher. You're setting up a stumbling block before the blind, man. But we're here to set light before their feet, man, so to speak, so that they'll be able to see and know how to maneuver, man.
I got it. This is
Yeah, but let the brother read.
This is Leviticus 19 and 14. Thou shalt not curse the deaf, nor put a stumbling block before the blind, but shall fear thy power. I am the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. So you can't. Say I'm a blind. Well, I actually have an example that was in school. And some dude was some dyke bitch was messing with his blind chick, and she was basically playing the games and like doing shit in front of her. You remember that blonde chick, Fatima and shit?
Yeah.
They was fucking with her, and we wanted to beat her ass for her, man. And the same thing with the Lord basically feels that way when you set a stumbling block, say a blind person walking by, you put the stumbling block. Lord don't take kindly to that, man. That's some evil shit right there. You got a blind person walking, you fucking putting bricks down and shit. You're just making them trip. That's some evil shit right there, man. And the Lord's gonna judge everyone that does that. With stumbling blocks
For the sheep.
Yeah, before the sheep.
Spiritually speaking, because what's the stumbling block? A fucking paywall. Oh, you want to get this breakdown on this? That's gonna be $3. That's gonna be 4 installments of $39.99 plus shipping and taxing fee.
Every
Get the
month.
fuck out of here, man. Yeah, every month. What else? In order to get this, you gotta come up, bring your wife, bring your kids. We gotta put you in the registry.
If the husband's not a Israelite,
Yeah,
you gotta break up with him.
You gotta
leave him.
Or if you don't believe.
Yeah, that's some
Which
evil
is
shit right there.
anti-scriptural.
Yeah,
those are things that's putting stumbling blocks before the sheep. We righteous man to hear that, righteous man or woman to hear that, be like, damn, he talking about I got
a wannabe righteous person though.
Yeah.
Because the righteous not gonna get caught up in that. But that's still wicked. That's still wicked.
Because you cause that woman to commit adultery, that she leave her
husband,
her unbelieving husband, and come get with the dude of the truth. That's still adultery though, because the scriptures say otherwise on that statement.
You can't be doing that, man. That's some evil shit.
This is Micah chapter 3, verse 8. But truly I am full of power by the Spirit of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, and of judgment and of might, to declare unto Jacob his transgressions, and to Israel his sin. Hear this, I pray you, ye heads of the house of Jacob, and princes of the house of Israel, that abhor judgment and pervert all equity. They that build up Zion with blood and Jerusalem with iniquity.
And that's what the Israelites are doing, man. They're building Israel with iniquity by putting stumbling blocks before him, man, putting wickedness before him, telling him you gotta leave your man if he's not a believing Israelite. That's building that's blood, man, because that's gonna cause that woman to commit adultery.
That goes back to what we were saying earlier. Freely as you receive, give. I messed it up a little because we see us standing out here. We ain't forced no brother up here. When somebody come by, grip them up by their fucking throat, stand right here and listen.
Listen.
The Lord, the Most High, put the Spirit on every brother that's out here to be right here. We ain't. Then when brothers come up here, it's gonna be a $5 per 30-minute fee for listening to us. We getting this truth out.
You better drop that $5 right now. That's some evil shit, man.
That's the one
like some people we know.
shit.
Take that back slot. Like someone we know who would try to shake money out of people coming up to listen. Sometimes y'all know what I'm talking about.
I know.
Yeah, man.
And I remember what I was gonna say now.
I think about Miss Chloe. The bitch that died, call me now.
Benjamin one.
Good.
She was in that voodoo shit, that reading the crystal
Oh,
ball,
reading that.
fortune telling.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, because when Jake get into something, man, they get into it. So if you casting a stumbling block before him, man, you gonna be judged for that, man. Because you try to tell a nigga otherwise, they gonna try to fight you, man. Because Jake in their spirit want to be righteous. It's the Lord didn't set up that way. They gonna have to touch that fate.
Verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money.
They doing it for gain. I was about to bring out the scripture earlier, but basically, most of our people think that gain is great godliness. People think that getting some sort of wealth or direct physical reward for preaching this word is what should be expected. We're not going to get our gift, Lord willing, until the kingdom. That's when we're gonna receive our payment for what we're doing. We're not supposed to be looking forward to getting a fucking Bentley for being out here. All right, to be getting a bad used whore for being out here, or whatever the hell else. We're supposed to be looking towards the kingdom as our payment for this.
Right.
So all this stuff is going to be done away with soon. And anything that you can receive here can be stripped from you immediately by a 2/3 nigga with a pistol or a cop with a shotty. And also, you're supposed to be looking forward to the heavenly things.
Yeah, not for the carnal things, because it said they preach for lay up their riches in heaven. Yeah, I got you. Because you're not supposed to be yeah, I knew I should have played. I knew I should have played. Oh, y'all dirty for that. But they said, that's why when y'all shot came in, man, to the temple, he seen them niggas selling the doves and shit. That's why he got mad, man. He's like,
they was sitting there smiling, laughing, kicking back drinks.
Hey, you get that 10 seconds from that dude? Yeah.
Ain't nobody learning nothing.
No.
That's why he went ham. He went ham.
He got pissed. Yeah, he came in with that whip and started whipping them niggas out of there, man.
He's a little bit of the power. He's a little bit of the spiritual power kicking over them tables. Is probably a couple 100 pounds. I'm telling you.
It's flying. Damn tables flying everywhere and shit. Because the Lord got pissed at that, man. That's what you other camps are doing, man. You doing this shit you doing it for money, man. And the Lord gonna judge you for that. Because you cast a stumbling block before the blind for some money. You gotta be a real low-life nigga to deceive your people for some fucking money, man.
Or for whatever gain you might want. Whether you're doing it just so you can have followers, or so you can make a name for yourself, or for whatever foul and unholy reason. You get that out.
Yeah, this is Matthew 6 and 19. Lay up not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
Don't aspire to have riches that can be taken from you, and that shit that'll go bad. This current world is gonna end. It's gonna tell you what to hope for.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Because you have to look at this truth as a treasure. You got to look at it as something like gold, man, like something worth something. If you don't think this truth is worth gold and riches, you're ultimately gonna fall off, because you're gonna think that it's worth nothing. But this truth is worth more than gold and riches, man. It's worth. This is immortality, man. A galaxy.
You finished with that? What's all right? Finish it.
Yet will they lean upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and say, is not the Most High among us? None evil can come upon us. Therefore shall Zion for your sake be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountain of the house of the high places of the forest. Because of these wicked ass niggas, these pastors and priests and false prophets, they're gonna lead astray a great number of Israel, and such as IUIC, IUSPK, and these other Israelite camps that aren't
Christian teachers.
Yeah, that are Christian and what's it, Baptist teachers, basically. They're gonna lead astray our people, and that's gonna ultimately get them killed.
Well, they're gonna convince people that it's okay to take the chip.
Yep.
ISUPK, they're gonna convince people that it's okay to take the chip. Who's another person? What's the other guy?
Zabak.
Zabak. He's gonna convince people to take the RFID chip, which the RFID chip is death, man. It's death, man. And all of those people that we named, those are people that set up impediments. Those are people that set up stumbling block before the children of Israel, man. But it's all through the Spirit of the Lord, because the Most High only wants 1/3 of the nation of Israel anyways. When you go into Zechariah, the 13th chapter, verse 8, man, 2/3 of your nation of Israel, you're gonna die. You know?
That's right.
And you can't save 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. The Most High ain't with gathering all of Israel at this point in time, man.
Is your scripture still on top of that?
Come.
Okay. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verses 1. Woe be unto the masters that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said the Lord. Therefore, thus said the Lord, Yahweh of Israel, anger against the pastors that fill my people.
Feed.
And that goes back into the scripture that was brought out in John, man. You know, John the 21st chapter. If you love me, feed my flock. But you got three kind of pastors. You got the pastors that's feeding the flock with good pasture, which is the truth. Then you got pastors that's feeding the sheep with ill things that would make them diseased. You know. Then you got pastors that don't even go out to feed the flock of the sheep, man.